Yeah. Look. Check my approach, I'm never doing the most. I coach cold plays, then we doing a toast. I boast, never had to play the field. It's easy to trap, easy to steal, destroy, not too easy to build. Taking care of your kids, now that right there, I swear, definition of real. Lace up your spirit, never run out. Longest night ever ended when she pushed my son out. You bozos, I gotta question your choice. My son first words, Dad, I'm impressed with his voice. How can I stress when I'm blessed and I'm poised? These owl sharpers tripping over their words. Mess up the respect for you boys. Dead beats, y'all some throwaways. It seems like your idols grew to have nothing to show today. So we made a show to make older niggas our protege. Hey, it's your lucky day. Follow me, I'm dad as fuck. I think I know the way.
I can't hit. Yeah, I do hit myself. Okay. We back.
We are back.
What's good?
Nothing, man. I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about the last episode. We had the imitators, but now the originator is back, and they was talking real spicy about your boy. But you know, we about to correct all that.
Listen, I was just doing my job.
Hey, job well done.
Thank you. I appreciate
and as you can
that.
see, Woo isn't here today. He's officially got the pig slip. That's a wrap for the boy. and we go see how deep it gets.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Woo. Did a great job.
His kids.
I appreciate him stepping in.
Ixnay.
You know, so Marcel is back. Sorry, Woo.
Nah, man. So yeah, man, I was out. You know.
You want to tell him why he was out?
Yeah,
I think we spoke about it before, but
yeah, we just had another addition to the family.
Yeah.
You know, my newest addition, my young boy. Yeah, my prince. Shout out to Noah. Yeah, man. And this time around was just really. This applause is really long, by the way. But this time around was like really crazy because it wasn't just a natural vaginal birth like the first time. So my wife had to get like a scheduled C-section, and just the anxiety around that is completely different and just. It's different. It's different parts, right? So it's different that it's not a natural birth, number one, and it's different being your second kid also.
Yeah.
So it's like
two totally different things,
right?
Dealing with together, so it's a double whammy.
Yes, exactly.
It's funny that you're saying that though, because see, my wife had to have a C-section, so it's not like so. Even when we talking about it, and you were like worried about it, I'm just like, what? What's there to worry about? Like C-sections is popping. I'm like, that's the only thing I know is C-section.
Right, and that's how dope it is. Like. Because my first child is older than yours, but you was like my OG in that moment of having a second kid. And it's like
cesarean? It's awesome.
It's like, but it wasn't like to my wife. Like she was really nervous about it, but she's such a
which I understand that too really because it's surgery. So any surgery is dangerous and scary at times. So I get it.
She handled it like a champ, man. You know what I mean? And she up running about.
Do you want to give us? I think you should give us one new feeling about the new son. Like what's the one new experience? I mean, I know a couple that you spoke about already.
Well, you know what it is, the biggest thing, right, with the new kid. Well, first thing is that he's so calm. Like he's so much more calm than my first child was.
Yeah.
So I
see the difference.
I really believe the theory that you get one crazy one and one calm one. But I'm sure there's some dads out there that might not be true. So you know what I mean, let us know if both your kids are crazy, all three of them are crazy, whatever the case is. So that's one thing. The other thing is that he does things, and I'm like, damn, I just can't remember my first child being like that. Yeah. And I guess it's that I might have not savored those moments when I had the first one. They kind of just flew by. Yeah, but now with this second one, I'm just like looking at things like, you know what I mean? I'm starting to reminisce like, oh, yeah, I remember, you know what I mean? And the one thing that gets me tight is that he looks just like my first kid. Like, when he was that age, and my biggest son is annoying, so I just look at him like, damn, like,
it's about to happen again.
This is the same face gang, like, you know what I mean? Crazy. But it's cool though, man. It's cool. So you know what I mean? It's a dope experience.
Maybe I'll have another one day. I don't know. People say I should want a boy. I don't really want a boy. I'll take 2 girls. I'm not gonna hold you. But whatever. Yeah,
I was talking some spice about niggas who got kids, daughters, and all that. You know, so let me tell y'all something. So that for that episode, I know I wanted to call it the dogs,
dog episode,
dogs, dad of girls, because you know they say God give the foul niggas.
That's not true.
Yeah, so they flipped it on us, and I'm digging that though. They get, you know what I mean,
real God kings make queens.
Real
baby.
kings make queens.
That's it.
And this lady at my job told me, she said, before we found out the sex, she was like, it don't matter. God gives strong men daughters and shit. And I was like, wow, that's lit.
Makes sense to me.
I'm the weakest nigga out. And proud of it. Give me a boy. Give me a boy.
I hear you.
But just to transition, man, I got a dope question for you before we introduce our next guest.
Yes.
And I want to see how you feel about it.
Let's start this.
So, what would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money?
First of all, I have a daughter.
I'm not done yet. Daddy's gone.
Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. What you say?
Now, what would I do if my daughter was at home?
Shout out to City Hot, by the way.
Sleeping all alone on the floor because she was hungry.
Hungry. And the only way
and what?
That's when it gets deep. The only way to feed is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money.
Well, I'm not sleeping for a man. I'm not sleeping with a man. No disrespect to anybody who does sleep with men. Any men that sleep with men. But I don't sleep with men. And that's not something that I would do.
For a little bit of money?
Definitely not for a little bit of money. like, I'm not even going to entertain the idea of how the amount of money it would take. Because I don't think
that's a whole
nother episode. But yeah, I wouldn't want to set that example for my daughter. I wouldn't set the example of having to sleep with a man for a little bit of change just because my daughter was at home all alone
on the
bedroom floor hungry. So what about you?
This episode is going off the rails already.
Now, I want to listen. I'm sure that there's women outside. That's first of all, that song I'm sure came from a real place. I'm sure there's women out there that have slept with a man for a little bit of money because their son was at home on the bedroom floor hungry. That's a fact. So I don't shade anybody that has done that. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I will say I believe that children remember everything. And the example you set, you gotta live with that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
But technically, the child isn't seeing that because he's home all alone, crying on the floor. he's
on the bedroom floor.
On the bedroom floor at that.
And he's hungry. So it's like, when you're hungry, you're not even thinking clearly. You know what I mean? So I get that. Guys. But what I'm saying is, he might at one point you're gonna have to ask like, how'd you pay the rent, Mom?
Yeah.
I know you don't have a job or. Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. It's a whole nother episode that I think we should have. I want the viewers to tell us that we should have an episode. No, we shouldn't have an episode about that. Forget it. Now I want to know. You can't just do that. You got to say it now. It's around women. It's around mothers. You know what I mean? I feel like this is our platform. That is fucked. But I see the women got a lot of opinions.
Yeah, the women. Shout out to y'all, man. Yeah. Shout out to the moms and the moms that are, really tuning in and giving us feedback. We really appreciate y'all.
Moving forward, I want to hear some of the moms. Maybe we'll have that section. Have moms ask us some questions and things like that.
I want to live stream it.
That would be dope.
We could live stream it and have the ladies tune in one episode. We'll put that out there, and then y'all could tune in, ask us what y'all want to. This way we could ignore y'all if we feel like it.
And make sure it's directed to about the kids, because you know how mothers get and women get. They want to ask all these other type of questions about Nancy and Smancy Fancy. Anyway.
I know none of it.
Yeah. So, you want to get into introducing our guest for this episode?
Yeah. So, a topic that my friends and I talk about often is just the idea of like peacefully co-parenting.
Yes, co-parenting.
Because I know that's like a big challenge for a lot of people.
Yeah.
In our community, I mean, I'm certain it's that way in other communities also. But everywhere. I could just speak for what I know. So I know in our community it's like a big thing where it's like. Opinions clash and parenting styles differ, and you know what I mean. Some parents have like vendettas or whatever the case is.
To me, to be honest with you, I think that's the elephant in the room, right? Like it's the issue of the two people just not getting along or not liking each other, and then that trickling down to affecting how they can parent, and stuff like that. So,
yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. So when you do come across people who are really making it work. I think that more of a spotlight needs to be. You got to shine a light on that, and I don't see that often enough.
And I'll be honest, although I am in my child's life now, me and my wife are together. But I could imagine that is freaking difficult.
It has to be.
It has to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't like my wife now sometimes, right? So imagine if we weren't together and like, yo, like you have to deal with this person. That's tough, man. So shout out to everybody that's doing that successfully.
So the guest that you know what I mean, this woman, we know him, childhood friend or whatever. I just see the way that, you know what I mean, him and his lady, well, not his lady, but the mother of his child.
Yes.
I see how there's such a cohesive unit and how they raise their kid together.
Yeah.
And I think it's really dope, you know what I mean? So dope. I wanted to, you know what I mean, shine some light on that. So I'm not going to talk much. I'm going to let my son Marv introduce himself.
Yes.
So check this out.
Do-Rag Poppy.
Do-Rag Poppy is in the building. Do-Rag Dad. Hashtag Do-Rag Dad for this episode, by the way.
Do-Rag Dad.
And Marv, my kid is Dallas. And this is Dad as Fuck.
Follow me, I'm Dad as Fuck, I think I know the way.
He'll punch you in your face. He'll throw a jab at you out of nowhere for no reason. He's quick with it too. You gotta build that credit. That's a fact. They don't teach that nowhere though. Like, credit build, that's everything. You definitely gotta take the bull by the horns. Being what I've been through, shit I've been through, you gotta grab it by the horns and do what you do with it. Definitely. Definitely the stunner shit out of it. Are you kidding me? The stunner, that's classic. The stunner, I'm stunning the shit out of it. You gotta know that. People say, oh, that's a little too much. Stunner's, that's direct. That's a chin shot, throat, all that. You can't breathe, you're gonna relax after that. You chill out. Strength as a dad. I'm the fun guy. I can't really call it. The kid could only answer that. I'm just there, you know, I have fun. I give him the fun he needs. I give him the parenting as well. I don't know, I'm just there. I can't answer that question. That's a hard one, man. Me and the mother being together, honestly. Everything other than that is taken care of. Remember the Titans? Wood Harris, I love him. He's a good actor. He is great in that one. Do-rag, nigga. You retarded. Do-rag. Yeah. That shit shining or what? It's silky, it looks silky? All right. Do-rags all day. You gotta have the money. The world we live in now, you have to. You don't got money, you ain't gonna have the time at all, because you're gonna be looking for the money. And not even that, a lot of, like I said, like, you know me, like I said, a lot of real life shit. The moms, if you don't got the money, she ain't giving you the time at all. If you can't help her out, she's not giving you no time. What are you doing? Or either situation, like I know some dudes that got their kids full time from the mother. She can't help out. Like it's just crazy. That's scary to me. I don't ever want that, ever. Reminds me, I say he's a gamer. He loves video games. I play video games all day. Madden, 2K, I'll bust your ass. Holla at me. Yo, cause I'm nice. PS4, holla at me. Marv the Great. I would have to say Brain. He's the grown up. Other than that, I don't got nothing for you.
I'm Dad as Fuck, I think I know the way.
Do-rag, 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 yeah.
Do-rag Dad has joined us.
Do-rag Dad is in.
Blessed us.
Thank you, Paps.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Not much, man.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Feeling nice,
Yeah, good.
So look, man, we're gonna get right into it. So first, I want you to introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, your name, how many kids you got, how old they are, and I guess the situation.
Well, y'all know me. My name's Marv. Got one kid, Dallas. 6-year-old. Handful.
Yeah.
Little boy.
Oh,
beautiful.
Nigga, Dallas could be a cool one of those names. That could be a girl or a boy. Like that's a dope name.
Definitely a cool kid.
Yeah.
cool kid.
And
That's
so we already prefaced it, but you and your son's mother are not together.
No, we're not.
Not together romantically. You guys are together, you know, as far as co-parenting.
yeah.
Why you laughing?
Nah, you said that well.
All right, pop it. Yeah, but definitely.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Where you about to go with it? Where you about to go?
I see pain in your eyes.
No pain there.
Angst.
We make the co-parenting work.
Yeah,
that's what's up. So for like, I know it's a lot of dudes out there and similar. They got similar setups as far as the relationship with the mother their kid goes, right? But go ahead.
I wanted to preface it also by just talking about maybe how he grew up.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
There?
Nah, let's definitely do that. I think that's
good, just to get some context of who you are as a person, as a man, whatever. So like, I wanted to know like, how was your childhood growing up? What was your relationship like with your father? Was he in the picture? And what was that like?
No, I grew up with a single mother.
Okay.
Strong mother.
Yeah.
My father, I knew my father, but he wasn't in the picture. But
okay.
Like I said, I grew up with a strong single mother. Never needed for anything. Mm-hmm. She always, me and my brother.
Yeah.
So we never needed for anything. She always gave us everything, whatever we needed.
So this is interesting because I think he's our first guest that didn't grow up with their father. Well, we didn't talk about it on our last episode.
Right.
So how do you think that's affected you as a dad?
Definitely.
Yeah. In what ways?
In what ways? Yeah.
And that I definitely didn't want to be a statistic. You know?
Yeah.
Not being in your father's life. I mean, your son's life.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Being that my father wasn't there, I was definitely gonna be the opposite of that.
Fact.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you use that almost like motivation in a way.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
See, some people use that as a crutch.
That's a fact.
It affects them the other way.
I feel like a lot of us growing up in our generation are doing that as well.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us didn't grow up with our father. I know you did and you did, but
right.
A lot of people I grew up around haven't.
Yeah.
So, but they're definitely making sure they're in this.
Y'all are changing that narrative.
Were there any like influential male figures in your life growing up? Like anybody that was like father figures to you? Like,
I mean, people I grew up around, such as my uncle. He was there. Like,
right.
He's not my father, but I seen him more than my father.
Yeah.
I saying anything about my father. I mean, it is what it is. He got a lot of kids. I got like 8 brothers.
Oh wow, that's
We
crazy.
Yeah,
so since you brought it up, like because I mean, obviously now I'm sure you're an adult and you have a level head about it. How did you feel about it as a young kid about not having your father there? Like, did it affect you as much? I mean, I'm sure it affected you in some way, but did you consciously?
It did. Yeah, I'm sure it did, but I never felt it.
Yeah,
like I said,
your mom was holding it down.
My mother, my aunt, my grandmother, it was a solid unit.
Yeah. Shout out to the women, man.
Yeah, they holding it down.
Friends, family,
Yeah.
Everybody was there. So
good. So I mean, you kind of already answered it, like, because I usually would ask, like, is there anything that you took from? Well, I guess you can flip it around though. Is there anything that you learned from your mom growing up that you take with you as being a father now?
So much I learned.
Yeah.
I was scared to do so much because of my mother. I mean, she put so much into me as far as you start something, you got to do it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
simple, but important. Right?
Yeah, it's like, and she was with the discipline hard. That's why I said I was scared of my mother. I was scared to do certain things because of my mother.
Oh, like what? I couldn't tell. Let's bring up this very short list of things you were scared to do.
Like, I could have easily been into the streets like a lot of us.
Yeah.
The fear of my mother.
That's deep.
Not even the fear. Like, I didn't want to disappoint my mother. She had us on the right track.
So it's like, it's really like just respect, like the respect over fear.
Absolutely.
Is there one, like, is there one lesson that you would pass down to your son that you maybe learned from your mom?
If you could just pick one, that means make it a list.
But there's like one lesson that you really want your son to get.
If there's one that you could prioritize, like.
I gotta get back to that one.
We're gonna get back to it.
We're
gonna get back to it. It's lit. So I really wanna, like I said, man, you know what I mean? When we was sitting down and we thought of the concept of the show, we just thought about all the different kind of dads. And when we thought of the co-parenting thing, like, you was like one of the first dudes that popped in my head. I'm like, we got to get my son Marv on the show. So I just want to know, how do you navigate that? Like, what's that?
Well, I would ask it this way.
How y'all on the same page?
I would say, I want to start this way.
What's the foundation of that relationship?
First of all,
you can start there.
You're never on the same page. That's always. There's always a test there somewhere. Like,
right.
Can you give us an example of one situation maybe? What's the most recent falling out y'all had?
We have had
But I don't want to talk about that.
Let's
one.
use
That one was kind of deep.
I'll put it this
but
way: a disagreement involving
The child.
Dallas, your son.
We never had a disagreement involving him.
Okay.
Like when it comes to him, that's the same page that you come to. Like when all the bullshit is out the way, that's the same page that you're on.
Okay, so I'll ask it this way: what's the most difficult thing about co-parenting in your eyes, or you've experienced?
Just trying to keep a friendship. That's the most important part, because the friendship and the respect. Because if you can't speak to each other, you're gonna try to fuck each other's lives up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I work 12 hours a day at my job, 4 or 5 days a week. Sometimes, like I told you, I gotta work tonight. I just got on call. I gotta go in at 5. Sometimes she's off, but sometimes she gotta watch him when it's my turn to watch him. We do a weekly thing. You know what I mean? When I'm off at work, I got him for my week. When it's her week, she has him. But sometimes life happens. Shit happens. So if you're not on the same page and you can't call, I need you to take him.
And if there's some type of animosity and she won't be mean about it or something.
So she's pretty understanding when you
like
a day like today when you get called in and you gotta go, and she's like pretty understanding about that.
Like I said, we do week. It's her week, so I don't really have to worry about that.
I'm saying if it wasn't though, if it wasn't like
if it wasn't, whatever she would do, she would drop it and she would come and get him. It is like that's what we got to do.
That's what's up. So I mean, so you touched on it a little bit about being, because we asked this on another episode. Like you kind of answered it. You said I was gonna ask how important is it that you guys are friends or at least cordial with each other. So what you already said is like y'all have to be.
Yeah,
like,
so could you see have respect? It has to be respect.
Yeah, so you guys have that, which is good. Because I mean, that to me, that's what I always hear is like when there's an issue, it's when they're not
always
on the same
there
page.
at the same time. Like this could go week to week. It could be good one week and the next week could be another one. But
what be the cause of that? Like what? It just like what is it?
Could be anything. It could be a bad day.
That makes sense.
Like,
anything.
That's a fact. 'Cause people are human, right?
Like I said, there's real life shit that happens.
So what do you use? Well, I guess you answered that too. I was gonna say, what do you use to get back? But you use your son.
Dallas is the same page.
Say it again?
I was gonna ask what you use to get back when there are those little hiccups. What do you use to bring you guys together? But you said your son is
you got to talk it out.
Yeah. So
it's all respect. If you don't respect anyone, you're not gonna talk to them.
Right. That's a fact. All right. So look, I mean, we can we're gonna get back to it because this is good. I feel good about this. Like I feel like there's more questions I want to ask.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna get to it. So we gonna go to our dads on the streets real quick. We have a question that is kind of relating to the situation.
So let's pull it up. Shout out to Seth. That's that's the homie, the big bro.
The dads on the streets connecting the dots. Follow me, I'm dad as fuck. I think I know the way.
I got a question. Would you allow a stepdad to discipline your child?
What do you mean discipline?
What's your definition of discipline?
That's crazy.
I'm saying, okay, you can say.
No, you can however you want to answer
Whatever.
Oh, you saying like.
What's your definition of discipline?
Oh, okay, because if discipline. Nah, because discipline can go different levels of discipline. If you saying. Here, okay. Yeah. So you want me to look here for all? So for discipline, as far as verbal discipline and giving ideas and opinion or whatever, then I think that he should be able to, because if my baby's moms or my children's mother has somebody that they're dealing with in their household, then he should be able to say something to my kids. But anything past saying something that's a problem. Don't put your hands on my kids. They ain't your kids.
He drew the line in the sand.
You saw the anger in that man's eyes when he said, the last 2 seconds. The last 2 seconds.
I want you to go back and play that slow motion and see the angst.
He changed to a different person.
So how do you feel about that? The co-parent in the building. Do-rag dad. How do you feel about that?
Do-rag dad.
Stepdads disciplining the children.
I'll put it this way.
The nigga from Baby Boy.
I guess we'll ask this. Is there a stepdad in the picture or somebody that's playing that role?
Don't ask the man that.
In my situation?
What do you mean? We need to know for him to answer the question.
Well,
yeah.
I was speaking with her last night. I asked these questions and there's a no.
Okay, because we need to know because how you
know
gonna
they be lying. Nigga.
I mean, it is what it is, but I gotta know.
But they're saying, and it's about his perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. So you're gonna take what she says as face value.
As far as the stepdad is disciplining the children, I mean, you got all kinds of dads out there. You got niggas not in the picture. You got niggas that's going through whatever, and you got niggas that are there. Now, for the niggas that are there, you got no business disciplining the kid as far as the stepfather goes.
And you're saying that's because the father, actual father's there.
Yeah, he's there. It's like
talk to the mic.
Excuse me. He's there, so you have no business disciplining him. The one who's going through whatever, I mean, that's a dicey situation because you don't know how he's feeling.
But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about him though.
So
right?
I get what he's saying though. I think what he's saying is that if the dad is present you don't have to defer discipline.
You don't need to.
Like if there's an issue and a child needs discipline, and you refer to the dad.
The dad,
and just
absolutely.
let the stepdad be there for you, the mom.
I get it.
Right.
So is stepdad there for the mom? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you're not.
As far as discipline in the context of discipline.
If the dad is in the picture,
yes,
the stepdad is there for the mom.
In the context of discipline, right? I get what he's saying.
You're saying context
because the mom and the dad already knows.
He's saying in the context of some gangster shit.
No, I'm not.
In the context,
hold on.
I'm not. We didn't even get there yet.
Let's clear. Hold on.
Nah. Hold my phone.
That's what I'm saying. See,
let's clear it up. Hold on.
There's the levels. There's the levels.
Marcel is saying that in the context of discipline, the stepdad is there for the mom. I'm asking you, do you feel that way? Like the dad, is the stepdad there just for the mom?
If the dad's in the picture, are you saying?
Yeah. If the dad,
he should be.
Let's talk about you because make it just real. You're in the picture.
Right.
The stepdad is there to support.
You're there for her.
The mother.
Right.
All right. Not for the child in no way.
Because when you started talking to her, you wasn't worried about the kid.
This is gonna.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like my kid was already there with her. You was just trying to get her. You was trying to do whatever you was doing.
All right. But
I get what Marv is saying.
I get exactly what he's saying. But
Marv is ways to go. Marv is very short, and we were talking about this before. How short and direct he is. And shit.
But he's very good at it because he's almost trying to cut off the next questions that I have.
Nah, bring him. I'm just giving you that situation. That's that situation.
Listen, I think this is a perfect. This is interesting because I actually have some of these questions. You know, so my thing is so all right. The stepdad is there. First of all, the term is stepdad, right? So
we gonna get a stepdad on this show too. We gonna definitely get a stepdad on this show.
Stepdad means he's been there for a while and it's pretty serious.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just some regular guy.
Okay,
so
that's the
let's say,
he's been there for a while. It's pretty serious.
He's been around your child.
They have a relationship.
Me and him would have already had that conversation.
Y'all have a relationship? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Me and him would have already had that conversation.
And what's the conversation that you would have with him?
Yeah, I want to hear that verbatim.
I'm stepdad. Let's play.
Yeah,
you want to play? Let's play.
Yeah.
I'm stepdad, right? So I come to you, I say, hey, listen, nigga. Nah.
See, that's it. We started off bad right there.
So I'm saying, listen. I'm gonna take it to the next level. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I've been in Dallas life for a while now, but he be wilding, and I don't really know what to do with him. Like, I mean, so look, like how, like what do you do when he be bugging, and can I do the same shit?
No, because we could definitely have that conversation after we sat down and asked you where you going with her.
Okay, so he told you they're getting serious.
We serious.
Okay, y'all getting serious, and then I'm gonna tell you.
I'm in it for the long haul.
If my son is acting out of control or whatever, you come to me and talk to me about it. You in no way have no right to put any kind. You could discipline him, but
what does that mean?
There'll be no physical
contact.
Right. So you could punish him. You could
punish him. Take his shit away.
You could do all of that.
Right.
You cannot put hands on him.
Can he take the shit away that you bought for him? Like, are you
going to do all of that?
All right, cool.
Because if you're in the house with him, I'm expecting you to take care of him as well.
Nice.
But like I said, as far as you touching him physically, that's not happening.
Look at that great professional, great.
But yeah, I want you to be when y'all watch this episode, just rewind a little bit and watch his posture when the nigga went like this.
You gotta get serious. You gotta get serious.
Like Michael Corleone.
I was scared. I'm scared to discipline my own kid now.
At the same time, we talk about physical.
Nah, that's real though.
I don't physically
You don't
do it. Facts.
Right.
That's dope, man.
That makes sense.
Me and him have that relationship where he already knows, and that's from his mother as well. Like,
Yeah.
she's harder than I am on him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the fun dad.
Okay.
She says she feels like she's the bad guy.
She's
sometimes.
mumra.
It's not- But no,
you
doing what you do. I feel like I'm the typical dad. You're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the fun
We're gonna
stuff,
have fun
blah, blah,
together.
blah. She's on.
You
that.
my boy.
I'm not fun.
She's hard on the schooling.
Yeah.
But like I said, we do a weekly thing. She has him more of the time.
Okay.
I work 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? Sometimes on call.
Yeah.
The shit, just real life shit happens with my job. But my job, I have to be there.
Nah,
If
I
they
could
call
dig
me,
it.
I have to be there.
Nah, I could dig it. I respect
That's a
it,
fact.
though.
I mean, what if it's the same situation, but you know, your son's getting older and not much older, maybe he's 9, 10, 11, and it's like he's being real disrespectful toward stepdad. Like, how would you approach that? Like, toward stepdad, he's just not really showing the respect
I'm
and
gonna
things
have
like that.
Me being that I told stepdad he
Yeah.
can't touch him, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to put fire on him. If
Yeah,
that's
so
the only,
the goal is to have him respect stepdad.
absolutely,
Yeah.
you're gonna know.
And I think
You're
that's-
gonna have to respect the man.
Yeah.
If you
Fact.
think you're a man,
Yeah.
we're gonna show you who the man is. I
Gotcha.
told him not to do this to you.
Yeah. Got you.
I could tell you. I could absolutely give you permission. Fuck him up. Tear him up.
Right.
So
But
that's,
I don't want
not what
that
we
because
doing.
I don't do that. I feel
Yeah,
like
right.
I'm already teaching him
you shouldn't have
the
to put
respect.
your hands
His
on him.
mother's
let me-
teaching him that respect.
But this is what I think your response is so dope, right? Because it's like, and I think what people lack is like a level of respect. Like you come at it from such a level of respect, you just like, yo, like I respect this dude enough to,
Yeah.
be okay with him to be active in your life. So when it comes to discipline, you should respect him too. And if you
Yeah.
don't respect
Yeah,
him,
but that-
You almost
then
like not
I'm-
respecting
then
me in a way.
right? Then
Yeah.
I'm because you're not respecting what I respect. So
Yeah.
that's disrespecting me.
Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
feel me?
But
So I
also
think
that's in
dope,
the
though.
that's in the perfect situation.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's also that real life shit happens.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Where he will put hands on the kid because, like you said, the kid is wilding.
Yeah. Possible. It's possible.
So in that situation, I would have to step back now and
Yeah.
think about what happened.
And I would say it's possible, but I will say in a situation where all adults are being adults, hopefully that wouldn't happen. Because if you take it a
Yeah,
step further,
ideally.
right? This stepdad is with the mother, and out of respect for the mom, you know what I'm saying? Like even that, you know what I mean? Like why would he need to put hands on? The kid? It's possible.
Ideally, but people are, like I said,
People who they are.
We
People
all
who they
humans.
are.
Real life
Number
shit
one,
happens.
You're
shit
right.
happens,
and they may grew up in a way where parents put hands on them, so they like I'm here, and this is how I parent, and I am stepdad,
Right.
so this is what I would do.
I'm here right
So this
now.
is
right?
this is a question. I just thought of it. Would you prefer? I mean, not like you really have a saying what the fuck happens if she chooses, somebody to be in her life, but would you prefer your child's stepdad to be someone who has children, or like just someone who
That's a good question.
like what would you prefer? Like
Decent question.
I mean, that's not even up to me because
I know, but it's
That's
not up
her.
to you. But I'm saying,
But you're
as
gonna have
far as
feelings
your
about it.
preference, like, is that a thing that you weigh in that discussion, or is it just like whatever, like, whoever you choose, then we gotta give them the rules and shit.
if he has children,
is that you
that's
think
it. That's I feel better.
okay?
I feel better about this because
Right,
he
right, right.
understands. He has an understanding
Facts.
of
I agree with that.
what it is to have children.
Right.
Somebody else to be in the care of your child.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
I'll feel
playing,
better then.
just playing devil's advocate,
right.
it can work the other way too, though, right? Like if he has kids, he's like, I know what I'm doing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But then that may
yeah,
lead to
I mean-
you don't gotta tell me how to parent.
But it don't
That's
matter.
why. That's why I said everything comes down to respect.
yeah, definitely.
But I kind of feel that too, because even if because like the perfect example is like I used to get ass whoopings and shit. I ain't even gonna hold it. I used to get ass whoopings. I had older brothers. My older brothers used to fuck me up. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But nobody else could fuck me up.
Facts.
Right? You know what I mean? So I feel like if you have a kid, even if you are this person who beat your
That's
kids
true.
and shit, like you don't want other people beating your kids.
That is true.
So
More than likely that wouldn't happen. Just saying. I
right.
get that.
So
Absolutely.
I mean, hopefully I'm never in that situation. I doubt it because that's a whole nother episode.
Whole nother episode.
But you know what I mean? But I get what he's saying though. Man. I definitely get what he's saying.
Definitely.
Yeah, but that's the dad that's in the life.
Yeah.
But
Of course, we got those questions.
I
situations where
I
not
can't
there.
speak on the father that's not in the life, but Yeah, I feel if you're not in the child's life, you're not doing nothing.
You don't got no rights.
You
to
got
nothing.
no rights to nothing.
You know, you on child
So,
support.
I
You're not
think
paying that.
Yeah, I think we
you
should
don't got
talk.
nothing to say about anything.
I think we should talk about that because I feel like I see a lot of that on like television.
Talk about what?
Like the idea of like the fathers who got so much to say about you can't know who you bringing my son around, who you bringing my
And they
daughter
don't be
around.
there.
And I'm like, y'all not even there. But I'm saying that to say, I don't even know how real. I'm sure those situations exist. But I feel like a big part of this show is to kind of change the narrative on these things. And I think that's a narrative that gets pushed a lot, whether it be television and things like that, where you see those situations where there's some dude, you know what I mean, like, oh, don't bring your dude around my kid. And it's like, from the way you just explained
I'm not gonna
it,
lie. At first, I felt like that.
Yeah.
Because there's still emotion involved at the same time.
Yeah.
Emotion make you react any kind of. I don't
So,
care who you are.
facts.
If
So-
you're emotional at that moment, you're
Yeah.
gonna do some shit off the wall.
So can you maybe explain that transition for you then? So you said you kind of had those feelings. What did you think about? How did you come to a place to where you're at now?
It's just been like over the years after a while. Because I still feel like me and her could have been together.
That's a whole
Like
other episode.
Like we getting the dad side of shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So me, I feel like
Nah, talk about it.
me and her stopped fucking with each. I mean, y'all know who I am.
You can curse. You can curse.
I did
Yeah,
a
I
lot-
know me, still the same OG.
I did a lot of
But
stupid
I did
shit. You feel
low-key.
me? I did a
Yeah.
lot of stupid shit in the relationship
Facts.
while in the relationship. But at the same time, I feel like the breaking point to what happened was her not minding her business. Me and my man LT.
He's saying names.
It's crazy.
Shout out to LT,
Because this
by
is
the way. I see that
this is
in a
a real
minute.
story that happened.
Shout out to
man.
LT, man.
I spoke to her about this before, and we
Yeah.
had this conversation. I feel like this is why we're not
So
speaking.
let's give it to the viewers.
Talk
So you
about
feel me?
it.
Me and my man LT, he just came home from
Yeah.
jail. You know, he just did 5 years or whatever. It was a couple years ago, whatever, 4 years. But he just came home. He was talking to a girl. He's at my crib. We talking outside, smoking and shit. We talking outside. He's messing with this girl, whatever. He's talking about how she wants to get married.
Mm-hmm.
He's home
To him.
To him.
Okay.
He's home for 3 months from jail. She's talking about getting married. I said, we not doing that.
Yeah.
You feel? This is
You
us
just giving
talking.
him
Right, we outside.
homeboy,
But he's on the
like-
same page. This is what he's telling me. He's laughing at the store. I said, oh, yeah, we not doing that. But
Yeah.
she's inside, air hustling. You feel me?
Yeah.
She's listening to the wrong
Different
wrong
context.
thing.
Her
Exactly.
context
All
is
context.
different.
I said, oh, we not doing that. Getting married. You stupid. But
Yeah.
I said, she heard that we not doing that.
Yeah.
So that was just
it.
like, poof. Oh yeah, what we doing then? We got a kid, we not doing that, but you
Oh,
feel
so
me?
she went right to the marriage, like, so you're
So,
not gonna get married
not
to
right
her.
then and then.
Yeah, but you
plus
can
other,
tell.
like I said, other
Yeah.
stupid shit.
But I'm just
you
saying,
know
but
what I mean?
no, but that was how she
Oh, that was
interpreted
major.
it.
That was-
Was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
y'all are
So
not
you
gonna
think that
get
was the
married.
straw that
I
broke
know
the
that
camel's
was.
back?
I know that was.
So if you listen, if you listen,
Cut it out.
Niggas about to play case.
if you listen, then cue the music. No.
No, but if you are listening, ladies, mind your business when niggas is outside talking.
That's the basics, right? No, but that's really the basics.
NYP.
Mind your business sometimes.
Mind your
Sometimes
business. You don't know
no,
what's
but that's
going on.
really facts.
You
though,
came
'cause-
in at the wrong point and heard what you thought.
Yeah, that's crazy,
But that's
man.
another
That's a
conversation.
whole.
That's another
episode.
That's
a whole nother episode.
You get me on another one for that.
But
Yeah.
no, but just to bring you back to what you're saying is, so because the way I ended was like, I don't want to say bittersweet because that's like
It was
minimizing
bittersweet.
it.
It
That's
was
minimizing.
bittersweet.
I think it's deeper than that. But
But
you're
it
right.
is, though.
It
It's
is.
accurate.
So because of that, there was still emotions involved, and that led you to be, what is it? Is this? I don't want to say the word possessive, but that sounds scary. But like,
possessive.
Yeah, because you still got feelings.
yeah,
You get jealous.
yeah, jealousy is involved.
Because you still ended with love.
Yeah.
Like it didn't
Me?
end.
And like you
I'm
still
sure
want to
her
be
too,
there,
but
like you want
like
to be there.
She felt she couldn't like. No,
Listen, baby. Listen,
stop,
baby.
stop,
Listen,
stop,
baby.
Cut it out.
Listen, baby. I know what I said.
Stop.
I know what you heard. But come down.
But I ain't like the mother fellas.
I ain't like nothing like that. I'm not.
Anyway, but look, no, because we didn't let him get to the transition, right? So how do we transition to where we're at now? Like we getting past
Oh,
the
I mean,
emotions.
you still. I mean, even though you're not together, it's still.
Yeah.
You were friends at the same time, so you
That's
still
important, I
talking.
think.
You still. We're family. We got a kid together. We
Yeah.
still doing family outings.
So-
We
I
taking
love that
trips.
that term family.
But
Yeah,
it's the thing,
that's
right?
still
So
a family.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I don't want the shit to get lost. I know I'm playing around a lot of
Yeah.
this episode shit, but I don't want it to get lost. What you're saying is that pretty much what you're saying is that at the end of the day, y'all have a friendship, right? And that where everything you do, you operating with love in mind. And I think that's where things fall apart for people who try to co-parent. I don't think niggas be operating with love.
No,
and I don't
selfish.
think that they respect the friendships that they have with their partners and shit. So
you gotta have that.
Yeah, so when you boil it all down, I think like that's like really like the crux of it. Like that's what it comes down to.
That kid is watching everything.
Yeah.
You don't. That kid sees everything. They absorb they learning from you. They watching you. No matter, you don't think they watching, they see that shit.
They see everything.
So you gotta have that respect. A man, you gotta respect the mother in front of the child.
Right.
But like, I mean, shit happens in front, but you gotta do it.
So how do y'all do that when y'all have like disagreements and a child is present? Do you just agree to disagree in a moment and then hash it out later?
No,
like how do you do that?
That's fake shit.
So
bro, you argue in front of that kid. You shouldn't, but it happens.
So wait, real quick before you continue, do you ever think it's okay to lie to your kids, to your son?
Like as far as
lie, nigga. What you lie about?
You gonna lie to your son?
You know niggas be lying.
And your son come to you right now, ask you a question. You gonna lie to him or not? I know.
If it's some shit that you might need to lie about.
It's some shit he don't need to know about yet.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something.
You feel.
No, yeah.
I got you. I agree.
You can tell a tall tale.
A tall tale.
A black lie.
A black lie.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Black lies matter.
We don't put black lie in.
Why not?
Do together?
Why not? We do white lies. We do white lies. Because black men don't lie or cheat.
I'm all the way with white lies.
You all the way?
Well, what we gonna do is we gonna get to this next Dads on the Street. We're gonna take it to Dads on the Street. And as y'all can see from this next clip, I really fired this nigga E as Moses.
Yeah, he's out.
You know what I mean? He's done, son. He's done.
Because he's extremely unreliable. So
you'll never be on these streets again. He better be a dad on another street.
Yo, it's Woo. Daddy F Show.
What is he doing?
With the Dads on the Streets, connecting the dots. Follow me, I'm dad as fuck. I think I know the way.
Do you think it's okay? I don't even know where I got this from. For boys to hit girls at any time, any circumstance.
Oh, whoa!
Like with the kids, young boys, whatever. I know the girls are 5, so
And okay, so it's a tough thing because I got daughters, so I don't want no young man thinking that he can put his hands on my daughters.
Young king.
So what I would say is that in a situation where a male feels like he needs to hit a female or my daughters or anybody, they got to understand that after you hit a female, that there should be a necessary reaction to it. As long as you're willing to accept that reaction, because I'm sure that there are times where the female might hit the dude first or might do something that they feel like requires that or whatever. So if you do that, that reaction has an equal and opposite.
So you're saying there is a situation where a guy may...
There's a situation in life where anything that you're gonna say, it's punch an old lady? Nah, I would never punch an old lady. Now she hitting you with some wild shit. She beating you with a bat or something. I had to punch this old bitch, knocking down the shit. So whatever the consequences that come after that, or whomever, dad, brothers, family members, whatever, that's what happens.
Gotta punch the old lady down the street, knock it down. So look, this made me think about a couple things. So let me start with you.
Let me just say something before.
This is
crazy. Earlier I said to go follow Cuz We Can.
Yeah.
Still go follow though. Go follow though.
Yeah, so what do you think about what he said?
Yeah,
I want to ask one side things.
So I don't think it's really okay to physically
hit a woman.
You know what I mean?
To beat ass.
Right. Like I just think you
What
overboard.
if she a tough chick though, like that really give it up like that? I know a couple.
I mean, I think you can't. You just have to, you know what I mean, like
Just
figure
eat
that
that.
situation out as you go through it.
When I figure nothing out, she put hands.
I don't. For me personally, I don't think it's okay to ever ball your fist up.
You. I agree.
And punch or slap no chick or whatever.
Absolutely.
But I actually have a funny story about this, right?
Yeah.
So the way we was raised in a Christian household, my brother and I was raised by our grandmother and shit. So yeah, I mean, we learned those things never put your hands on them. We grew up in a household of all chicks too. It was
respect.
My aunts, my grandmother, and 3 of our female cousins. You know what I mean?
So you're around a lot of women.
A lot of women. So we grew up with the principles not to hit no chick. So I never forget. I grew up in Jamaica, so we was going to school in Jamaica or whatever, and I must have been
when?
the the third or the fourth grade. My brother was like in the sixth grade or something like that. So this girl in the schoolyard, she spit in his face.
Yikes! Pusso. What they said?
She might have said that. So she spit in his face, right? So
Yikes.
I don't know. If my brother Milt, like he's really cool, but because I know him, I know he's not wrapped too tight. Like he's never been wrapped tight. But he has a
Shout out Milton.
yeah. Shout out to Milt. But his cool persona, he avoids conversation that way because once he get into something, he cannot stop himself.
Yeah.
And it's just really weird to watch that. You know what I mean? So anyway, so the girl spit in his face, and we was mad young. And I know him to be a violent person at the time. So when she spit in his face, it's almost like he looked around to see if anybody was going to stop him for what he was about to do.
Man.
But I was there. So in my head, I'm like, damn. I looked at him and I'm like, you know the rules, but you really can't hit no girls. Like, you can't hit her. And he looked at me. And I didn't even say it out loud. He just saw me and he looked at me and he said, I'm not going to hit her. And then he proceeded to choke her out.
Yikes.
But we was like, man, like, it was like that, bro. You know what I mean?
So my question is this: I get the distinction, right?
It's a choke between
Choke
a
or hit.
strike.
What's worse? I guess they're saying hitting is worse.
I think hitting is worse. I think you could subdue.
You can choke someone to like the inch of life to
I
near
don't agree
death
with that.
they
Either.
can't breathe.
I think that you can subdue and
You think hitting is worse than what? A choke?
I'm asking a choke, yeah.
I think as a guy, right? If you know that you're physically stronger than that person, your intent should be to subdue and de-escalate.
No.
Like a police officer?
Because
Not like them, because they murder. Right? So not
Because
like that.
That was a trick question.
God, Marv, what you guys say, Marv?
if a man who you was physically stronger than, you would have no mercy on him.
That's different, though. I feel
It's
like
not different because at
So you
that
beating bitches
time,
up?
some people are impulsive.
So you beating bitches up?
Some people are impulsive.
Are you beating people that are bitches up?
I'm not beating.
How
a
do you
bitch.
feel about it? Are you beating a chick
Are you
up?
beating
If she
chick
spit
up?
on my face,
If she hands on you, spit on you, whatever.
if she spit on my face, I'm gonna slap the shit out of her.
so you
You're gonna
hitting a
slap
girl.
her.
She deserves
You
it.
hitting her.
Because
Open
that's
hand slap?
a spit in the. That's worse than hitting someone.
What if you slap her and now she spits the
More.
blood from the mouth?
Yeah, now she
on you?
keeps spitting
She's not
on you.
gonna do that.
So what if she does? No, I know some people
What if
that
she
will.
does that?
I know
If
some
you
girls that will.
you slap a bitch hard enough, she's
Oh my
Sound like
god.
you've done this before.
she's gonna call somebody.
You
bro.
sound
Just
like
done
a
it
What?
over.
I'm trying to explain to you. I know a girl who's not calling nobody.
I mean-
she want the smoke. What are you doing?
You gotta fuck her up. Listen,
This episode just went off the rails.
listen.
I didn't say it.
We are not.
We all know. We all know you're not supposed to touch a woman.
Yeah.
A woman knows a man is not supposed to touch a woman.
Yeah. So you feel like they
Once-
might be using that too as a
Yeah, once she gets out of control,
you gotta put it in control.
you're gonna lose control at one point.
So you all about equality? You
It's not
equal
even
rights,
that. I
equal
mean, like I
hands.
said, at
Everybody
some
get
point you're
equally.
gonna a reaction.
Look,
is,
the
you're
reason-
just gonna get a reaction.
The reason
at
I'm
some
saying
point.
what I'm saying too because
You're gonna get tired of that shit and impulsively just react.
I mean, what if you?
And you might punch her, you might slap her, you might choke her.
But could you just?
You might
but,
do all
She's
three.
going down.
But could you
It's
walk?
going
But could you walk away? But could
You
you?
might punch her.
Hold on, but
You can absolutely-
But could you walk away?
You can
though?
absolutely walk away at some
But
point.
you didn't mention that at no point.
No, but
'Cause you might
you
punch
said
her.
She spit on you.
You said she wants
keeps
all the smoke.
antagonizing
Listen,
the
what I'm
That's a
saying.
different person.
Listen. She spits on you. At that moment, you have the time.
She spit
Right,
on-
Mr. Fucking Dalai Lama.
I think it matters.
No, hold
I
on.
think it
No, let's hear
matters.
this.
She
guy's
spit on me.
response.
You're gonna pause.
You gonna think process it.
And at that pausing moment,
Listen.
you're gonna find out what kind of man you are.
This is what I was going with. I asked that question for that, and I'm glad you mentioned what you did because this is what I really believe that it is. We have to start changing how we react to feeling disrespected or attacked. I feel like that's an issue. I
What are
believe
you
in
doing?
our culture.
I don't care how
I'm
you
leaving.
feel.
I'm leaving.
I feel
I'm
the
leaving.
same way.
I'm leaving.
How you
Literally.
feel?
I've done it before.
You're
I've literally
Jamaican, so
left.
I know
Nah,
y'all
I
be
mean,
I've
beating
literally
bitches
been-
up all the
I've
time.
literally-
Don't put me in that
You know, I'm
category.
just saying as
I've
a
literally been in
overall.
situations-
That's what they glorify.
They
That's
be-
what the niggas be doing, but that's not me.
I know a lot
That's
of
an insecure nigga sport. I feel
beating a bitch up.
But this
beating
is,
bitches up.
But this
Absolutely.
is what I'm getting to, right? Like I've been in situations with like that, like and where there's been situations where you can grab and subdue and maybe get them to calm down. But that's if there's some type of relationship there where that matters. If you don't have that, where this person is not calming down from you touching them, and I work in social services, so they'll always tell you touching somebody is never the way to go because you don't know how people react to being touched. You touch the wrong type of person, it sends them over the top.
Right.
Right?
Being spit on is being touched.
You're right. But so back to what you said about what type of man are you, how you gonna respond. For me, I'm leaving just because I don't win nothing. Like, there's no reason for me to beat this chick up. Like, if I beat her up, I beat her up.
How did you get there, though? Like,
what's your process?
I think I got there. I think I spoke on this a couple episodes ago. I think I just don't care no more about ego. I think it's about the ego. I think that's where we're reacting from. So, and let's take it outside of women. I think he mentioned even with men, right? Like, if a man disrespects you, you feel like there's a certain way to respond to that. It's just what we've been taught, unfortunately. We've been taught to respond in a certain way to force our dominance and to feed our ego, to make sure that people around understand I ain't soft, And I feel like in the senses of danger, of course, you defend yourself physically.
So this is the thing, right?
So how many times are you going to be spit on?
Now this is specifics. Like what I'm saying is, if you can leave the situation, leave the situation.
So
now somebody's following you down.
So I disagree, right? I disagree with the fact that it's like solely ego driven. I think that we're all,
of course, not solely.
I'm just saying.
But yeah.
I think that we are all wired, right? As far as like fight or flight goes, like some niggas really, like some people are really just not wrapped that tightly, right? So it's just like you're gonna like Seth said in the video, I mean, every action has a reaction. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just about how do you react to that? And I think it's really hard for people to kind of rewire themselves when you're programmed. That's like saying,
I don't know this is easy.
So this is the thing, right? So when you say like, it's an ego thing and you want niggas to know, I feel like the guy that would slap a girl, if he was spit on, would still slap that chick if he was spit on in a crowd, or if he was just spit on in a room with nobody looking.
By who?
I was gonna say, but
by a chick. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like, I feel like the reaction is the same way.
But like, I get it because
spit.
But see that's why I want to change. That's why I want to change that, because I know we got stuck in spit, but we were just talking about physicality in general, right?
I wanted to keep it spit because I feel like
saying that me
because I wanted to take it as far as I could think.
If you spit on me in public, I wouldn't even do nothing to you. But if you spit on me in the house and I might fucking slap the shit out of you.
All right, guys, we are gonna go to commercial.
But listen, no, I don't want to get.
Yo, bro, that's just a spit.
I don't want to get stuck on it too long.
Durag dad.
So he asked me how did I get that, right? So I mentioned before I work with kids. I've been spit on about kids early on.
Kid? You talking about kids?
No, but I'm just saying you asked how I got there though. But this is how I literally started.
You talking about kids though?
No. I'm trying to explain to you how I got to you asking why I kind of changed how I looked at things, because you're right. When I say kids, like he reacts, it's like it's different because it's a kid, right?
But you got a whole different context to like.
But because of that context, I look at humans as humans at this point.
Right.
I don't look at I don't look at it that way. I don't look at it.
That's what you should have said from the jump.
But this is what I'm getting to, right? But because it is all. Well, my situation, I can't say everybody. My situation, it was ego. How I would respond to what somebody does to me is all ego, because I can make a rational decision of what I should do. If it's danger involved, I know how I need to react. If it's just ego, if I need to move myself from the situation so it doesn't escalate, I can do that. Whatever the situation is, but it's all under my control. Unless it's not. Once it's to a point where nigga corner you and you ain't got no choice, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if there's a way out of it that doesn't involve me hurting another human being, I'd rather do that.
I think it's different when you're in it. Like you said though, but your whole thing, like if you was to break it down like it's an experiment, I think when the kids
it took me to go
you,
through things, to feel the emotions and then say
not only that, but when the kid spit on you, you was in a controlled environment.
But I didn't respond in a good way. That's what I'm saying. I was responding in a very bad way.
All right, so listen, I need y'all to tune in, man. Give me y'all feedback. Is it ever okay? And under any circumstance, do y'all ever think it's okay for a guy to put their hands on a woman? And let's just break it down. Under any I want yeses or no's. We're going to go around the room. We're going to start with Durag Dad. So is it ever okay under any circumstance? And this nigga, I can see he thinking of the crazy circumstance. No. All right, under any circumstance, is it ever okay for a guy to hit a woman?
It's never okay. Never.
All right, not you. Oh, me?
No, yeah.
I say yes. I'll say yes.
Under some circumstances.
He threw me off with that one because I thought he would have said no.
Yeah.
Me, I would say
equal opportunity hands. But
I respect that because
it's just what
that's
it is.
real life shit that happens.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I'm saying, as we all know, we shouldn't touch a woman.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, in certain situations.
But then, like you speaking on shit that it's just.
And honestly, you kind of threw me off more because see, I have a daughter. Like you have a son.
I think that's the difference.
Like that's
too.
what I think about. I think about like if a woman was beating on your son, like how would you feel about that? Or stabbed him? It happens.
I think we're approaching it from different perspectives too, because he has a girl. So
domestic violence happens, bro. Like if your son is
he
dating
has a girl. We all got mothers.
That, I'm gonna say, but that's how I'm thinking about it, right? So, but I'm just thinking, you know,
my mother would kill a nigga.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
We
like,
all got baby mothers, like that's not happening.
We don't use that phrase anymore on this show.
I mean, I have to.
No, we don't. Mothers of our children.
The
child's
the mother of my child.
Child's mother's okay. My child's mother. My son's mother.
If somebody was putting hands on, I would have to deal with that.
Yeah, facts.
Absolutely.
All right, so listen, we're not gonna stick here anymore. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to
y'all gotta stop.
We're gonna go to y'all gotta stop. I don't know if y'all gotta stop it. So Marv, if you don't know, at the end of every show we do a y'all gotta stop it.
Y'all gotta stop.
So it's like a topic that you want to tell dads to just they gotta stop doing it. But even if it's not dads, you can just talk to these niggas out here, period. Because one of them bound to not buy a pack of rubbers. So you could just give them.
I mean, I kind of
niggas do gotta strap up all the time, but
so y'all gotta stop going raw.
Y'all gotta stop going raw.
Y'all gotta stop going raw. Is that simple?
This is dad as fuck. Just take care of your kids, man.
Yeah.
So
this shit is actually fun.
So Marv is saying,
like that.
Don't fill your plate too much, man. Wear rubber.
And no, you can fill your plate as much as you want.
I don't know what these code terms are. I don't know what they're saying.
I'm telling you, he's talking as far as do whatever you want.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Whatever happens. So just handle your responsibility.
Okay.
Well, I got two. Y'all gotta stops now then because I do say y'all
just save one for the next episode.
No, because I want to clarify what I
said.
said.
I'm not gonna tell the next man to stop doing whatever. Do what you doing, but handle it.
That's not how.
That's what I was gonna say. That's not
how y'all gotta stop works. You need to tell the next man to stop doing.
What they gotta
stop doing. They gotta stop doing something.
Stop not taking care of your kids.
I like that.
That's as big as it gets.
That's that as fuck.
Yo, the shit is fun.
That's that as fuck.
Super fun.
So it takes getting used to, but it's fun.
What I want to say is, and I've been inspired.
You feel me?
I've been inspired by the almighty do-rag dad over here.
Do-rag.
But look, I need y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop hating on y'all children's mothers. Y'all gotta let them be great.
Let her be great. Let her do what she do.
And support them and be great and stay and be in your child's life and be a positive influence because you don't want to look like a hater because then your child gonna grow up and be a hater. I promise you.
That's a fact. I mean, y'all you fucked that up already. You fucked it up, man. Let her have fun.
Live her life.
You gonna have your fun.
Let her live.
Let her
y'all
live.
can have fun together.
So y'all gotta stop hating.
So good luck with that epidemic.
Hating?
Yeah,
that's just
good luck.
The married niggas marry hater bitches and have hater kids. Shout out to Kanye. Shout out to Ye, bro. What's good, yo? Hit me later.
Yeah, bro. You change your number. So my thing is, because I recently just had a kid, like literally like 2 weeks ago.
That's beautiful too.
And through the whole process, man, like when so our child was breached, right? That's why she had to have the C-section. So she had to go through this thing.
Born and breached birth.
Shout out to Nas.
Yeah, mad funny.
So this is the thing, right? So they did this procedure where they had to like try to
C-section.
Yeah, we had to have a C-section. So they tried to do this procedure where they had to turn the baby. It was super painful. It was a lot.
Turn?
They tried to turn the baby like externally, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like it's some weird thing. You should Google it. Y'all should Google it or whatever the case is. So that was like wild painful for her. And then just the C-section in and of itself was like a scary time for her.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I was there. I got footage. I might put it on the
They
next
let you
episode.
around the curtain?
Yeah, bro.
You in the room. You can
I'm
see
in the room.
I was in the room.
Oh, but
they didn't let me around the curtain.
Oh,
yeah, but it's not like crossing the whole room.
Nah,
anyway, I don't want to interrupt you.
So anyway, I say all that to say that I couldn't imagine if she had to go through that on her own.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta stop it is that y'all gotta stop busting these nuts and getting these guts.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not gonna stop.
And letting these chicks go through this whole process by themselves.
Oh, yeah,
9 months. bro, I get it if you can't make some doctor's appointments because honestly, I'm not gonna sit up here in front like I went to every appointment.
No,
with
but
her.
hold on.
I felt bad about missing any.
These
let me go,
niggas
Marv.
don't know if they're the father.
Marv, let me go.
Do-rag dad
Let me
is
do-rag
here
dad.
to make a statement.
I'm just telling you, these
But
niggas
that-
is not there because. Like,
But that's a whole.
mine.
That's a whole nother episode. Cause you,
Okay, I'm just
doing.
Oh
he's talking
shit,
about-
my fault.
That's our first spill, I think, right?
Second spell.
Okay,
The other one was
nah,
off camera though.
Don't give me the
First
spill.
spill.
Don't give me the first spill.
Do-rag.
Nah, he already
First
said the second
spill.
one.
First spill.
Let's check the archives on that one. I'm not the first one.
We got to go through the archives.
The first one was off camera. So
But
you're the first.
what I'm saying is that y'all gotta. I mean, I get what you're saying, but even that's a whole nother episode. Like, you gotta stop running up and everything. Like, if they that accessible,
No.
this nigga is fired. Why is he here?
man.
He's fired.
He's fired. Give him the
What's that
fuck
about?
security.
Get out of here.
Listen,
on
y'all are killing my. Y'all gotta stop.
Yeah,
it,
we
man.
interrupted you. I'm sorry. It wasn't me. It's do-rag dad.
So man, I gotta stop it.
Yeah,
You know
the whole
what I mean?
character.
Going through the whole process with my wife and watching her have to get like this external aversion and like going through a C-section and all the anxiety and fear that comes with it.
Yeah.
I just feel like, dudes, y'all gotta stop like letting these chicks go through this whole process by themselves. If even for nothing, my nigga, like you gotta at least show up to the delivery, bro. Like,
Yeah, why not?
but that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to show up at least to the delivery because my wife is such a.
First of all,
She's
it's life
such
and
a.
death sometimes. I don't want to get that
It is
crazy,
like-
but it can be like that.
But it is
Yeah,
though,
it
right?
can be like that.
It is, right? And you just shot your little
Yeah.
rocket and you
Yeah.
dipped off.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's wild, Coney. So if
And to take it a step further with life or death, just like you said, you mentioned the anxiety. That 9 months, all those milestones. I remember I never knew what it was like until I had my child. Those things are intense. You don't know what's gonna happen
Bro,
with your child.
the entire thing is life or death.
It's super anxiety.
from day one, it's
Yeah.
life or death. You
Fact.
got so many things. You got ectopic pregnancies.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got breech births. You got
all types of
ruptures,
issues.
placentas. You got a
That
whole
shit's
bunch
scary.
of things. It's a scary
Definitely
process. So y'all got to stop it. Y'all got to stop leaving the mother of your children out there dry. I don't care how much y'all fuck with them or don't fuck with them
Yeah.
or
Be a
what y'all
man.
think about them. Because honestly, it don't matter what you think because you was fucking her. So
Yeah, be a
you must
real
have not
one.
thought that bad when you was hitting it raw and nothing
My
in it.
son-
and all
my
that.
son-
But
talk-
that's the exact
talk
niggas
to
wasn't
him.
thinking that.
Talk to
that
him.
whole-
Right. So if you
Talk to him.
if you that brave to
Talk
be,
to him.
if you that brave to be clapping things down raw that you not sure about and you think you're not the dad, you need to be that brave to show up. So y'all gotta stop
Who you
not
talking
showing
about?
up.
Who you
I'm
talking about?
I'm talking about all of y'all.
talking about you. I'm talking about
and
you.
and
you. And you. You're gonna be there.
That's a fact. Yeah, you're gonna love the child. But nah, on some real shit though, man. Just show up and just be
Yeah,
present.
man.
Man.
Yeah, your first one, you said you had a natural birth.
Natural
Listen,
birth.
in the
Mom
house?
was queuing
I
us
want
up.
to queuing us out of here.
music.
I want
like
to.
that.
I want to thank the do-rag dad. I'm gonna bring the
Do-rag.
do-rag dad back.
Yeah,
I love
please,
the do-rag
please,
dad.
definitely.
And
yeah,
listen,
no,
so
I'm James
do-rag
Riggs.
dad is let mothers tune in. Let us know what y'all want us to talk about. We
Yeah.
gonna do that.
And no, I don't beat on women.
No, he doesn't.
Not at all.
He's just a very serious
I mean,
man.
he don't beat them.
Shit happens.
But sometimes they face hit his hand.
So,
Nah.
hey, it's the Dad as Fuck Show. We out of here, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Follow me, I'm dad as fuck, I think I know the way.